What's up guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be swapping out this old steering wheel with the newly released FR350 Foxbody steering wheel. Well, all right guys, LMR has hooked us up once again. They're sending us the newly released FR350 steering wheel. I'm very excited about it. I've had my eye on this thing ever since I first saw it. We should be one of the first ones to have it. So I'm gonna go ahead, show you guys how to install this thing. I'm gonna give you a quick review of it, and I'll let you make your own decision on whether it's something you want or not. All right guys, let's go ahead and get started. Specifically at this point, I mean, they're pretty much just for the airbag cars, which would be from 90 to 93 cars. This is fairly simple. It's just a 10 millimeter on the back side of your steering wheel here to remove it. So right here, you're gonna have 4 bolts. You're gonna have 2 here and then 2 on the underside. So all you're gonna do is come in with a deep well socket. 3/8 drive will work. As you can see, it does fit up in there. All right guys, so at this point, all you have to do is pull your airbag off. Just pop your clip off. And if you guys are wondering why I have fingernails, it's for stuff like this, so don't give me a hard time about it. Next up is to remove this. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's maybe like a 15 millimeter. We'll check and see. I did watch LMR's video. I kind of skimmed over it. I didn't want to take too many pointers from what I saw on their video, because I wanted this to be an actual representation of how somebody who's unfamiliar with steering wheels would actually kind of handle it. So we're going to kind of fill it out a little bit. I did pick up a couple little tricks and tips, I think, but we're going to fill this thing out as we go. We'll see what we can do. So all you're going to do is put your 15 millimeter on and loosen the nut. And you want to disconnect this. And now we are ready to put the puller on and start to pull the steering wheel off. All right guys, I have you on the chest mount. I think this is just going to be easier. Okay, we're going to attempt to use a harmonic balancer puller on this. So first things first, we'll go ahead and get this started. And I will be using the attachment because I took the bolt out. We don't want to mess the threads up, so we'll just insert that. The actual bolts that come with this thread in enough to be able to do the job. I think these 2 slots will work the best, and we'll go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is line these 2 up. All right, let me go ahead and get something to tighten these down with.
Caught staring like my destiny is topless. Focus level Super Saiyan, I'm locked in. Even death couldn't turn my heart right. A man's man, just like my pops.
Kind of propping my knees up against the steering wheel. All right. And you're gonna have these 2 connections that just pull through the back here. So that's all you got to do. Just make sure everything's pulled through the back. All right guys, here we go. We have our steering wheel off, but this is not the end of the journey for this steering wheel. We have to pop everything out and put it into our new steering wheel. So we're gonna get it started on that next. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this steering wheel is actually bent, and that's pretty common on these right up here at the top. But you know, it was no issue for me necessarily. I could feel it in the steering wheel when I turned it real fast, but it really wasn't a big deal. So what we have to do is come in here and stick like something pointy, like a little small screwdriver maybe in, and pop these out. And the same thing here, we have to release these. So let's go ahead and do that next. As you guys can see, they come out pretty easily. And then you're gonna have to get this piece out also. It just kind of pops in. So if you look right here, this is for your horn button. It just disconnects like that, and then you just pull everything through. You have little clips right here. Hopefully you guys can see these 3 clips, and all you're going to do is get in and release each individual one. Just like that. There's 3 clips here. Once you release those clips, this piece just folds back. Now just take your screws out holding your cruise control, just like that. Okay guys, it's that simple. Now you have a fully stripped steering wheel. overall it's in pretty good shape. It's not really torn up or anything, so it will definitely be put up. Well, all right, the only thing left to do is wait on UPS to bring the new steering wheel. I'm excited about this, guys. I think it's gonna look really good. I cannot wait. Let's go ahead and tear into this thing and see what it is that we have. Ooh, look at that, guys. Wow. Man, this thing is sweet. This thing looks really good, guys. I mean, it looks like a factory casting. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and compare it to the original. Right off the bat, I can tell you that the soft parts on this steering wheel are soft parts on this steering wheel. So that's a good thing. That means that, you know, it's pretty much the same mold. There's a little bit of difference in the thickness of the steering wheels. Let's go ahead and take a measurement of the factory steering wheel just to see where it is in comparison. So it's roughly 30 millimeters. It's 29.9 millimeters on the factory steering wheel. We are at about 32 millimeters. That was one of my concerns with this, was I actually like the thinness of these steering wheels, how they feel. They're not too thick and bulky, and this feels pretty much factory, guys. So that's really good. If you were wondering about the thickness of it, there's only like a couple millimeters difference, and I'm sure that that's just because this is worn over time and this is new, but looks really, really good. I mean, when you're holding this thing, it feels just like the factory steering wheel. Let's go ahead and start putting this thing together. We'll get it in the car and we'll talk about it more. Okay, everything is reassembled. As you can see, it's all nice and neat. Everything goes right back into place just like it should. I'm telling you guys, so far this thing feels just like a factory steering wheel, just obviously looks a lot better. A little softer touch. We're gonna go ahead and feed everything back through this hole on the side. Just like that. And we're gonna get the steering wheel locked back in. My steering wheel was turned a little bit, so that is perfectly fine right there. And you're just gonna go ahead and reinstall the nut. The nut itself will pull everything down tight. Plug everything back in. This should go back in real nice and neat. Next up will be your airbag. Plug your airbag up and pop it back in. All right, guys, we have got it installed and it looks great, if I do say so myself. I think it looks really cool with the red stripe and the red car. You know, some of you guys might not like the red stripe. Me personally, I think it looks cool. So how does it feel in the hand? Well, feels just like a factory steering wheel, just a little softer. Overall, it's a familiar feel. You know, I mean, you recognize it, you know it as a stock steering wheel, so I really like it. You guys may notice right here, I broke this piece. That's my fault. It's stressing me out, actually. So we're gonna have to get a new piece for that. But overall, everything fit great. I cannot complain about the steering wheel. I mean, it went on just like that. If you guys are interested in the steering wheel, there is a link down below to LMR, to the steering wheel. You can click on that link and order yourself this steering wheel. If you're looking for something else from LMR, you can just click the link, order whatever it is else you were wanting to order. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like this steering wheel. I think it's about $220, $30, something like that for the steering wheel. I think if you are having issues with your steering wheel and it's starting to degrade and it's starting to kind of come apart on you, I think that this makes sense as an option. Sound off down below. Let LMR know what you think of the steering wheel. We should be one of the first ones with a Foxbody to have this steering wheel on right now. So I think that's really cool, guys. Also, if you would like to see more exclusive stuff from LMR, like whenever they come out with a new product, then sound off down below. Let LMR know that you guys are engaged on this channel, because that's what keeps new stuff like this coming, guys. Shout out to LMR. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And stay tuned for the driving portion of this. So I'm gonna get out, we're gonna drive the car at some point. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think of the steering wheel, you know, how it feels. But look, guys, it's going to feel pretty good, I can tell you that right now. And it's gonna be a familiar feel. Well, all right, guys, that is going to wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.